Yeah, we're gonna do all of them if we can. You know, obviously, you know, if you asked me questions 10 days ago, I could answer any question you threw at me. I don't know a lot of things right now. You know, think about this. Las Vegas shut down the casinos. I never thought I would see that in my lifetime or ever thought it would happen, but it has. They're shut down for 30 days. Khabib and Tony is gonna happen. We're gonna figure that out. We're gonna make it happen. Then it's just gonna be a matter of how quickly we can get back to being normal.
Yeah, the pictures of the casinos being all dark is very, very eerie. So with the athletes, if they were going to compete this Saturday, would you have tried to put in place some sort of mandatory quarantining after the event for 14 days so that they wouldn't be able to perhaps come in contact with other people?
I have no idea. I mean, I don't know. I have no idea. It didn't happen. So, you know, what we did is, just like I did with all of my employees, if any of our athletes, first of all, you know this, you've been around the sport long enough, all of our athletes have health insurance. But in these crazy times, I'm hearing that, you know, hospitals are backed up or whatever. If any of my employees or any of my guys need help, we're here for them. And I'll do everything in my power to make sure that everybody gets taken care of.
So UFC 249, knowing what we know today, do you feel that this event is definitely going to happen on April 18th? What percentage would you give it that it happens on that exact date?
Listen, again, 10 days ago, I'd have told you things for sure. I don't know. I'm sort of rolling with the punches here and have been since the beginning, you know? I don't know. I can't honestly answer that question for you.
Khabib's father said that Dubai could be a possible destination. Are you guys looking at destinations right now where that fight could happen? And obviously with travel restrictions, we don't really know how things will look in the coming weeks, as you've alluded to.
We're looking at a lot of different things. But obviously, listen, you know, if you're a fan, a media member, or whatever you might be, you want to bet against me? You want to bet that I can't pull stuff off? I mean, at some point, you stop doubting me, I would imagine, but maybe not. So we'll see.
The UFC has a close relationship with the Nevada State Athletic Commission, Bob Bennett. I know that right now they've suspended combat sports until March 25th, and they're looking to reconvene on that date. Do you feel that there could be a chance that you will be able to do events from the Apex at some point in time? Obviously, with the CDC and following that lead, you'd have to wait for that particular restriction to get lifted as well.
Yeah, at some point in time, we'll figure it out as it all rolls. I have my own arena. I have my own production. I have everything. I have everything to put on my own events. So there isn't much that I can't pull off.
So they say, give me a list of guys you want to fight. I'm like, I don't got a list of guys I want to fight. Like, I'm the guy. And I've been training to fight this guy. So I heard Kobe had put his name out, which is all cap. Like, he is such a social media Cinderella. He literally put his name out there just for the attention. And he asked for some astronomical amount of money that, okay, I'll fight Tyron for $19 million. Of course they're going to say no, duh. So now you can go on record and say, I said I would fight this on the UFC. So he did that on purpose to put on UFC. So I don't watch social media when I'm in fight week. I don't watch none of, you know, I don't pay attention to what everybody's saying. I'm just trying to stay focused because at the end of the day, it's fun and it's news for you guys, but I still got to fight. Like, somebody's going to try to hurt me. I'm trying to hurt somebody else. So at the end of the day, I got to stay focused, and usually that's a week where I'm really shut off to the world. But I couldn't be because I had to figure out what am I going to do, who am I going to fight, da-da-da-da. So long story short, Dana called me, and he was like, man, I need to know if you're going to take this fight or not. And at this time, I'm thinking a Kobe fight's on the table. So I'm like, is Kobe going to fight or not? Even, like, fans, I need to bring you guys up to speed. Kobe Covington has turned me down 4 times. Don't believe the hype. If you do the math, from the time that I was the champion, he got an interim title opportunity against RDA, and I had only been out injured for 7 months, not even a full year. It would be a natural progression for me to fight him next. How did I fight Darren Till? How did I fight Kamaru Usman before I fought Kobe Covington? And finally, Dana came out, you know, about a few months ago, said, oh yeah, Kobe's turned down all these fights. He finally announced the fact that Kobe's turned me down so many times. I mean, obviously, Kobe Covington is someone that's number 2. I'm number 1. He just fought for, you know, the title. He all of a sudden came out and said he was ready by April. You notice how that went? That's so mysterious. The only reason the Leon Edwards fight ever got booked is because Kobe wasn't ready to fight. And they didn't know when Kobe would be ready to fight, and I didn't want to wait. Because I originally said I wasn't going to London to fight. Why? It's Leon Edwards. Nobody know his ass. He's a good fighter. He's a great fighter. I gave him props every time. But look how corny everybody is. Like Gilbert Burns was just in the elevator saying what's up to me, out of the country. Now he's on the bottom. Let's go. You're supposed to do that because that's the model that everybody has portrayed. That's how you get a fight. That's how you sell a fight. This is what you have to do. But what you guys don't realize is you look dumb. You look stupid. You're doing what other people want you to do. I do what I want to do. I do what the thing I like about you is whether I win or lose, you got to report the news as news. You're one of the few journalists in the sport of mixed martial arts and in journalism in general that have not allowed what the standard of society do to change your integrity. You're going to say Tyron got knocked out, whether you like me or not. You're going to say Tyron won this fight, whether you like the opponent or not. And it's very hard and far in between that people that act like themselves and stay true to who they are. Our sport seen Chael Sonnen first, then it seen Conor McGregor, then Kobe Covington created this whole act. And if you're going to create an act, don't tell people it's an act. Hold on to it until you retire. Like you openly telling people it's an act makes it even cornier. So you got Kobe Covington created this whole act. And if you're going to create an act, don't tell people it's an act. Hold on to it until you retire. Like you openly telling people it's an act makes it even cornier. So you got everybody dressing the way that they think they're supposed to dress because you're supposed to wear this. Conor was wearing suits, let me wear a suit. This guy was talking trash, let me wear trash. This guy has a gimmick, let me get a gimmick. And it's so terrible that grown-ass men and women can't just be themselves these days. They got to be what they think somebody wants them to be.
You fought for and received Jose Aldo as your next opponent. I know why people hate it. I love it because I love history. I love Jose Aldo. You're going to be in his backyard for this fight.
I think people are I think they're overlooking that. I mean, like I'm challenging a former legend. Yeah, his last fight he did lose, but a lot of people thought he won. It was a very close fight against a #1 contender. He's a legend. I'm going to be fighting him in Brazil, and that's it. I'm doing it for my Brazilian people.
You have leaked out a couple comments. People don't know if you're serious that, hey, you're a belt collector. Maybe you'd go up to featherweight. People say, no, he's too short. He's too short. Is this a true fact that you're really thinking about this?
No, Alexander Volkanovski's about 2 inches taller than me. So I like that advantage. Why not? I can make history. Conor McGregor might get that third shot of fighting for a third belt, but he's not going to win. He's not going to beat a big guy like Kamaru Usman. And for me, I feel like I actually could do it. I actually feel that I have the chances to be Volkanovski. I really do. And I sincerely mean that. Like, it's not just smoke coming out of my ass.
Deiveson Figueiredo went in there against Joseph Benavidez. Wild fight. Your thoughts on how it all broke down? A guy missing weight, but then when he wins, everyone's like, well, maybe Cejudo should come back down. Your thoughts on this whole thing?
No, it's a cheat, man. It's 2.5 pounds. That's a lot of weight. It's not so much the weight of it, but it's the fatigue to getting down to that weight. The way how it's gonna leave your body. So the Figueiredo did. Joe did lose, but Figueiredo didn't win. You know who won? He's standing here, right here. Well, on the couch.
All right, final question, 5 seconds here. If Demetrius Johnson ever came back, do you think he would? And would he be looking for you?
If Demetrius Johnson ever decided to come back, man, I'll make him bend the knee again.
There it is. Henry Cejudo, thank you so much, sir.